Floyd Mayweather training Devin Haney. The reaction by Boxingego. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang, notification gang. Please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Head over to Patreon right now. I'm going to be doing some different things that I'll be shifting over to the Patreon, so you don't want to miss out. Link in the description. There's an affiliate section. Click on that Patreon link. Sign up. Got some fun stuff. Or you could become a YouTube channel platform. Stay on this platform. Same perks. Hit the join button right next to the subscribe button. These things help the channel so I can push out content like this and more and continue to grow as a one-man band. And another great way, let me get this out of the way, the particulars. Another great way to support the channel is to use the link ESPN Plus if you're interested in signing up for ESPN Plus. Tons of content, BTS exclusives. They got some documentaries coming up. Dennis Rodman 30 for 30, archived boxing fights and UFC fights. If you want to sign up for ESPN Plus, use my link. Link is in the description. Helps the channel when you guys click on that. And you can get it as a standalone app, ESPN Plus, or bundle it, ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one price, and that's $12.99. Now, I posted the video of the training. Devin Haney went live on his Instagram, and he's with Floyd again. Now, a separate issue is the Gervonta Tank Davis. It didn't look like he was too fond of them spending so much time together and, you know, TBE giving him TBE tips. But it is what it is. Devin Haney, he's smart. You know, he's young, and he's going to the wizard, Floyd Mayweather. Easy work, motherfucker. I'm rich, motherfucker. You know, he's going to the GOAT, TBE, and he has the relationship, so he's utilizing it, point blank, period. I mean, I can't blame him. I would do the same thing. If you're a rapper and you can sit down and collaborate, and Jay-Z is going to show you the ropes or give you advice on recording in the studio, somebody who's won a Grammy, who's been at the top, you know, worth $1 billion, you know, why wouldn't you do that? So I don't blame Devin Haney. I don't know what this does to the relationship for Tank, but nonetheless, we're going to go over it, review some of the things that I'm noticing. And I'm not just saying this, man, but Floyd Mayweather has the potential to transition into a great trainer. And I want to just, you know, react with this. I put the video up. If you don't care about my reaction, then fuck you. But beyond that, you can go watch the other video where it's not me giving my talk, but this is for my real ones and Ego's Army who care about, you know, hearing my 2 cents, my peanut gallery. So we're gonna go over the Instagram live, smash the like button, get your popcorn, your Junior Mints, your drinks, your yerba mates, whatever. And I hope everyone's being safe. Let's get it. So one thing I can instantly tell that I like from Floyd Mayweather right now is, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but I think Floyd might actually come back. And I think, I'm not trying to call Floyd selfish, but I think he's also using this to sharpen his skills at the same time. Because with or without Floyd, we know Devin Haney to be a very skillful fighter, right? He's a skillful fighter, you know, regardless of that. And he's worked with Floyd's dad, his pops, Floyd Sr. Man, looky here. Right? So he's been around. He's worked with Roy Jones, and he's sparred with Jesse Vargas and Sean Porter, you name it, Teofimo Lopez, etc. So he's skilled regardless. But I think Floyd might be coming back, so he's using this as an opportunity to stay sharp because he's having to go through the motions. And, you know, one thing that people in boxing that I always appreciate, and I don't know that it gets its true appreciation, but you have to understand, when you see a fast fighter, someone fast-handed, like a Devin Haney who's sharp, right? Like a Floyd Mayweather, you got to also credit the person holding the mitts. That doesn't get enough recognition in the sport of boxing. Whoever's holding mitts and catching mitts for you, that means they're pretty much equally fast and they're able to keep up, you know? So this just a testament to Floyd Mayweather always being disciplined and being in shape. And you can see that he's worked up a sweat, him and Devin Haney, and he's keeping up, which it's not surprising because it's Floyd, but it doesn't get enough attention whoever's catching mitts, like what's the dude? B.O.O. Boog, or you know, the big dude. I seen him and Javante, and they were on mitts. Him and Broner on mitts. He's a big dude, but he's he keeping up. So, you know, y'all got to give praise to the people who are holding the mitts. In this case, it's Floyd. But that's the first thing that I noticed is Floyd's always ready. Floyd's always in shape, and I think he's using this opportunity to sharpen his skills in case he comes back. I don't know. I think Floyd will come back for more so big lucrative events. He's already proven everything that he needs to prove career-wise. So I think that's kind of what it is. He's kind of looking at the big events, the Conor McGregor, maybe Khabib Nurmagomedov crossover fights, you know, Pacquiao rematch, maybe stuff like that. That he gonna net multi-millions. But let's get into it. Smash the like button. See, he's just training right there. See, Floyd got the reflexes. See, he's teaching them little. See, y'all see that? He's teaching them little stuff. Like, these are veteran secrets. Devin Haney, I'm glad he's doing this right now and taking notes. He's saying the person shoot that, you go underneath it. See, you underneath, and then you encroach and get in their space. Look at how Floyd closes distance right here. Watch. See? And Floyd looks so light on his toes. Devin Haney too. Floyd's balance is impeccable. Head movement. Oh my God. I love this so much. There's so much knowledge. See, people just look at this as an Instagram live, but there's so much knowledge being transferred between Mr. Miyagi and Danielson and shit, right? Head movement, beautiful, like showing you how to evade and slip shots with it. See? And the other thing that people don't give Floyd enough credit for, he's very rhythmic, you know, and there's a lot of black fighters that I feel are rhythmic, like I'm talking about, where I think black people in general are, you know, I'm not trying to stereotype, but I think in general, black people are known for having rhythm and stuff. And just listen to someone hears a song and hear the drums, and people can beatbox and just move. And that, I think that helps with the quote unquote American style, or African Americans who are rhythmic. Not every African American is rhythmic. Like, you know, like James Toney, he just kind of comes out one way or what. I mean, excuse me, please. I don't want to get knocked out by James Toney. I meant James Kirkland, not James Toney. James Toney's a beast. But I meant James Kirkland. He's kind of more like on the one-dimensional side. But so it doesn't apply to everybody, but I hear it. Floyd is very rhythmic because he's like bop, bop, bop. Him and his dad learn like that. It's almost like they're learning musically. You see what I'm saying? It's they're very sonic. This is the sweet science, people. And yes, I look at boxing this deep. Listen as Floyd's giving instruction. His dad does the same thing. I remember I thought it was funny because I think it was like Floyd Sr. was training Ricky Hatton or somebody who's, you know, kind of more of a brawler. And Floyd Sr. was like, man, go in there and say bop, 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 bop. And he did all these noises. And I thought it was funny because I was like, you know, damn well, the instruction you're giving him, the fighter that it was like Ricky Hatton or something. He ain't fast like that. He's like, bop, 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 rah, rah. Like, and I thought it was funny because Floyd Sr. was giving him an example of what to do. He said, go in there and say bop, 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 bop. And I was like, brah, rah. And he was making these noises. And I was like, you know, damn well Ricky Hatton ain't finna go out there and that's something your son can do. But that's not really Ricky Hatton's style, you know what I mean? But I pick up on that. Floyd's very, very sonic. He listens. He's like, he just uses his senses. And he's like, all right, bop, bop, bop. Balance is underrated too. Having your feet like slightly bent at the knees, and then your feet centered in position. Like you look at Keith Thurman when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He got blasted. He was winning the first round too. He was winning that first round, and then Pacquiao, something to my promoter, it jumped in, and then Keith Thurman, being a young fighter, not having the experience of someone like a Floyd, he was way off balance, feet squared up, and he felt like Frankenstein, like because Pacquiao's too quick, and he made you in round one, and you're winning round one, and you made a rookie mistake, had your feet squared up. Look at feet. Look at the I was about to say like Tim Bradley feet work. Look at the footwork of this man, Floyd Mayweather. You see how he always knows where he's at in the ring, and he always has like some of that bounce. And look at Devin Haney. He's doing the same thing. This is incredible. If you think about it, it's almost like Money Mays teaching a young pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? But they're both light on their feet. And I like when Devin Haney, you'll see in this clip, he's getting the instructions, and then he's learning the mitt and the sequencing, and he'll like shake it off and bounce with it to reset. So that's another thing you see oftentimes with black fighters too, where they they just have to reset and get that bop to it and bounce with it. Bounce with it. Let's keep going. Bop. See, listen to Floyd. Head movement. Get him. And notice how Floyd he's not obviously using full speed, and he's not necessarily trying to punch and catch Devin Haney, but some people say practice makes perfect, but I had a teacher that said something in elementary school that I liked, and she said practice makes permanent. And that's what he's doing. So he's not coming at him with like real shots, but he's putting a little bit of different trajectory on the shots, just so you can get familiar with it, because boxing is like music. If you think about it, when you're making it, it's kind of like music. Pop, pop, pop. And I think that's what makes Floyd so special and so smart, is because Floyd treats boxing like you're supposed to, the art of hit and don't get hit. And he's offensive and he's defensive. He's a complete fighter. And he, like I said, he respects the sweet science. And what makes him such a threat is when he's fighting these guys, people have these patterns. Floyd's like Rain Man or something. Like, he's almost like autistic with it, and he comprehends it, collects the data, and then you can almost, when you're at Floyd's level, you can almost tell, pop, 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 okay, they're coming with this. They're going to come with the hook right now. You see what I'm saying? And Floyd almost treats this like the Matrix. He's the real Matrix, not Lomachenko. And he computes what you're doing. And that's why you notice guys after the third, maybe fourth round, they have nothing to give, nothing to offer most times, because Floyd has computed the data, right? And he's already processed it, and people are almost pre-programmed, and they kind of do the same thing. You know, they run one of a few combinations. Floyd knows your combinations by the fourth round. You see what I'm saying? And that has something to do with Floyd's ability to adjust and pay attention to the rhythm, and he's just very audible. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. And now he knows what you're trying to do. And there's little subtle things like where you'll see a flexing of the shoulder muscle or something right before people are about to strike. Floyd pays attention to that. That's why he's always like, always on guard and always switched on. Floyd, say what you want, man. The man is a genius as a boxer. But I peeped that Floyd is just very rhythmic, and he pays attention to his whole surrounding. So this is great for Devin Haney. See? Underneath. Underneath.
Other trainers gonna do like this. We're not gonna do. We're gonna make sure you get up.
See, and I like this from Floyd. He said other trainers go like this and like this. What he's kind of saying, or how I interpret it, is some trainers, when they're trying to do that, they almost help the fighter, because they doing the swipe over top of their head, and they like lift off, and they're doing it higher, so it makes it easier for the fighter to duck under the shots. But a real boxing match ain't gonna be like that. You have to really, first of all, you're dealing with someone who's trying to hurt and kill you, basically. And you have to really be able to slip and duck under them shots. So for trainers like purposely going high and higher and helping lift, then he's actually assisting you, And that's what Floyd, I think, was saying right there, is like, he says some trainers go up, we ain't gonna do that. Like, you really gotta like get low. You gotta limbo under these shots. This is beautiful stuff, man.
Other trainers gonna do like this. We're not gonna do. We gonna make sure you get up.
See, he said we gonna make sure you get under. Look, so he's doing it more realistic. You know, he's doing the swipe, and he's more realistic, more linear, as opposed to like lifting up to the point where it becomes easier to duck underneath.
You get behind me, okay? Smart shit.
Okay, and he's right there. He's just simple pivots and movement right there. If that was the stand, if that's the move that was done, then Floyd, if he was fighter B or whatever that Devin was facing, he slipped the shot and rolled underneath. And look at Devin's right hand lined up, and now that fighter is out of position in the wrong spot, so you can catch him with the right cross or something. Look, simple movement. Floyd is the master of these fundamentals. Look, underneath, and he did what he said. He didn't raise it. He underneath. Devin had to work and get low, because Devin Haney looks like he's grown, maybe a little bit taller than Floyd, so he had to really get underneath it. And then look, if that was a slow fighter without no defense, look where Devin's at. Look at his body is centered, and he's still in the position. See, boxing is beautiful. He's still in position to get off. But you, if you were Floyd and that move just happened to you, that simple pivot, and he like matadored you or shit like that, then you're out of position. If Floyd goes to throw, then he'd be throwing in the wrong direction. So he would have to get in position. Devin is still in the position to punch with that simple move. See, some fighters are weak, bro, like because they don't learn the fundamentals, and that's why they struggle. It's always about kind of being in the position to dictate and dominate and make adjustments and do what you want to do. Some people are always in a position based on having great fundamentals where they're always in the position to kind of throw, and that's important. You don't want to ever get caught off guard, because in boxing, boom, split second, it's over.
Smart shit.
See, he said smart-ish. He said drop. So it sounded like he was saying finish the move, say like make sure you drop and then you do the pivot. So just in a one fell swoop. See, finish the move and then pivot. Bow. Finish the move, then pivot. So it's like it's one sequence. Oh my God, Floyd is the GOAT, bro. I'm learning just looking at this. He's basically saying like finish. Picture that being two moves: the drop down, ducking the shot, and then pivoting out. It's two moves, but once you perfect it and get your timing right, it looks like it's one move. You see what I'm saying? Because you like finish the move, come up out that, and then you pivot, and then you in a position to throw. Your opponent ain't in a position to throw. Easy work. Let's get it.
Like this, boom, boom, then you come around. Like this, boom, you switch. So you want always try to make that next slide. Right there.
So Floyd makes it look like one move, but it's really kind of like two individual moves. It's just matador shit. Floyd the matador. That's why he be tearing up these young bulls bars. He's hold on. What did he say? He said that's creative shit. Hold on.
You got to know. That's the creative shit.
That's the creative-ish.
Creative shit. You got to be able to study the fight. So I'm not going to tell you what you want to know.
He said you got to study the fighter. What?
So I'm not going to tell you what you want to know. I may throw this one.
Oh my gosh, Floyd is the god, bro. He's saying basically you got to get so, on your Neo stuff, on your Matrix stuff, where I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be at this slower pace and it's not gonna be so choreographed like we're doing in practice. Y'all talking about practice? Shout out to Allen Iverson, one of my favorite players ever. But he's saying, I'm not going to tell you which way I'm going to go. You have to just go and roll with it and like learn which way I'm going to go and study and see. That's what Floyd is trying to, the point he's trying to convey and get across. That Devin Haney it ain't going to be like given to you. It's not going to be structured and choreographed. You got to just know which way your opponent's going to go. And that's why Floyd is great.
I may throw this one, I may throw this one. That's when you know, you mean my body movement. That's why I do a fight, I read their body movement.
See, he just said it. I didn't even hear him say that when I, seen it. He said, see, that's what I do. I read a fighter's body language. See, Floyd's the GOAT, bro.
I'm not going to tell you what you're going to throw. I may throw this one, I may throw this one. That's when you know, you mean my body movement. That's why I do a fight, I read their body language.
I'm reading their body language.
That's going to make you a straight killer. Okay?
See, he said you read their body language, that's going to make you a straight killer. He's basically telling you that boxing is like part, you got to finesse it. You got to just feel it. You got to feel that energy. You got to feel them vibes. You know the vibe. You got to go with your own gut feeling, your natural born innate keen senses and instinct. And you got to go with that intuition. That's what I'm gathering from Mr. Mayweather right now. Money Mayweather. You got to go with your intuition and your gut feeling and the signs that are physical and put it all together into one smorgasbord, one melting pot, and then just make it all come together. Do these moves, these fundamentals, but you also have to just float with it. And this is perfect because I come from a background of like video editing, directing, and also writing music. And that's the same kind of process with music, because sometimes I could hear a beat and instantly this beat tells me what to write. It's hard to explain if you don't write, but some beats you hear it and it just comes to you. It's like, almost like you just so connected with musically and with your artistry that it is, you hear that one, actually even selecting the beat is like that. You could be cycling through different beats and you're like, all right, okay, that's cool. All right, nah, I'm not feeling that one. And then you're like, wait, hold on, turn it up. And then the beat just comes to you. It's like, if you know, you know. And when you hear that certain beat, you hear it. Floyd he takes his craft the same way. He's basically saying, just put all this stuff together. Part of it's body language. So there's going to be some red flags and stuff that the opponent's going to do. And you got to study that, but also mix it with these fundamentals, but mix it with part. Have fun with the instinct and go with your gut feeling and just like, oh, he going to go to the left. So boom, I'm going to go right here. Okay, he's going to be right here. So bow, I'm going to come up and be right there. Shout out to Floyd, man. He's putting it all together. And man,
a straight killer.
He said that's gonna make you a straight killer.
Because sometimes I ain't know this.
Let me go again.
I do a fight, I read their body language. I'm saying when you learn to read their body language, that's gonna make you a straight killer.
He said when you learn to read their body language, it makes you a straight
killer. Okay? That's your intuition. You gotta know.
See, he just said it. That's your intuition. You gotta know. He says you gotta know. I like that because he's putting it on Devin Haney. You're the fighter. You can't control what another man or woman is finna do, but what you can control is your movements, your positioning, your fundamentals. How many miles you run, how hard you train. You can control that stuff. You can't control how much power a guy got. You can't control how dedicated they were in camp. So everything that you can control, you gotta just, you gotta rock with it. Smart-ish.
Smart shit.
That crispy.
Distance.
Say something about this.
You a big like me. Turn that right hand.
See, he got him working on like just basics and the fundamental. He's shooting the left, very stiff, and then he's turning over the right hand. Just a real good 1-2. Wilder got an underrated 1-2. It don't look necessarily as crispy as like a guy like Floyd or Devin Haney, but he do got a 1-2, and especially since he has power on the right. Just a side note. So basically he's cutting off the distance and he's keeping his opponent moving, retreating back, and then he's showing him how to introduce the two, the right hand. Turn over that right. See, he got him on the ropes. Getting shots on him. Okay, he messed up a little bit right there, but he was looking crispy. See? Smash him. See, I think what happened was, I think Devin was just going with what he was feeling. And Floyd didn't catch it. He said it don't matter.
Let me write you something. I'm finished with the hook. You want to finish it?
Hey, write me.
You want to finish with the hook?
Write my arms up.
You want to finish with the hook?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
So he's starting, setting it up, and then he's showing them how to finish his combination.
I'm just good with the number. When it's 6 and 6, you want the 7? That's the 7 for the hook.
I think he's saying his method of training. He said, I'm good with the numbers, so I need to know how many punches you're trying to throw, because that's what I'm going off. He said if it's 6 and 6.
My favorite number.
If you say you're gonna throw 6, I'm catching you. Easy work. Okay. Look at Floyd's rhythm. Look at Floyd. He's trying to show out. Boom, boom, boom. He getting crispy. Look at Floyd. Look at Floyd's straight shot. Floyd's right is. Finish your combo. Floyd gets low too, like, and look at Floyd's balance, bro. To me, it looks like Floyd is also trying to help Devin Haney sit on his shots and kind of come into that man strength. You see what I'm saying? Because some people, when Devin Haney first came, he was like 16, 17, whenever he turned pro. And people were saying he didn't have no pop. Because certain guys like Teofimo Lopez, you see the pop and the cracks almost as soon as he turned pro, people were getting hurt. But with Devin Haney, he got like sneaky power. Like, it's not going to be like Wilder power. But plus, some of it could be because he's young and you're not, you're not fully into your man strength, and your bones ain't as dense, and you know what I'm saying? It could be part of that, but partly just getting the technique and the feel for the pros of how you want to sink them shots. Some guys transition better in that aspect of like turning over their punches and hurtful punches, because certain guys, like let's say Maidana, he was probably knocking out everybody in the amateurs, or a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So he knows he's a killer, he knows he got the power. And when he turns a pro, that's an easy transition, landing power shots, because you don't really have to do much. You know what I mean? But the amateur circuit, if you're like a very good, talented fighter and a skill fighter with speed, athletics, and you relied on like kind of skill and not just power to hurt people, then you have to kind of practice more to fine tune and get your power right, versus a guy in the amateurs like Wilder or something. He started boxing late, but he hurting people and stretching people. You get what I'm saying? So their learning curve for power shots, which is always a good thing to have in the amateur, in the pros, they're still developing that, because the amateur, especially back in the day, amateur scoring system, you just trying to score and get your shots off, unless you had a certain style where you just trying to mop people up. And there are guys like that in the amateurs. So Devin Haney being an overall kind of complete fighter, he has to continue to work on his power and the power shots in the pro game and get comfortable with his style fully. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Smash the like button. Yeah. Look at the uppies. And I like how Floyd got him doing at different levels.
This gonna be Devin.
He got him going low. Floyd, just even Floyd, like pantomime and look raw. He said, look how Floyd did it, Bob. See, Floyd is nastier than people get. Like, Floyd will take that body. That's a nasty. That's like doghouse stuff. Look at how he did it. Like the first, when he's just pantomiming, he's not even putting nothing behind it like that. But Floyd, the first shot is like open you up, but the second shot really finna hurt your body. Look. Looking for that second, that'll be the one. Real quick note too. One thing I like about this, notice, I'm not trying to, I ain't gonna say no names, but there ain't no real, it's not like it's been the longest video. I know I'll keep pausing and stuff, but they ain't taking no breaks and they ain't frolicking and playing. I've seen some people and they be on Instagram Live and it look like, a circus fun house, like everybody's just joking and stuff. You don't even hear, there's no, I'm not saying you have to be a tight ass, but this is your career. You see what I'm saying? And there's a time and a place. This is value. Floyd's time is valuable. The man's a billionaire or whatever. His time is valuable. And I love that about this particular situation, even though it's only a small glimpse of the session. So I don't know what happened before, after, whatever. But this is all business. This is all sharp shit. You know what I mean? You don't see the two joking around, friendly, and like ha ha ha, laughing and playing tickle butt. They just working. He's like, okay, it's like Floyd is in trainer mode. He in Mr. Miyagi trainer mode. He not joking and he's like, all right, come, he's just giving instruction and Devin Haney's learning. And I love that because, like I said, this is your career. This is your career. And I've seen a lot of sessions where it's like people are laughing or talking to people who are on the side, the people on the side, the cameraman, and they laughing and smiling and stuff. I would just be doing exactly what Devin Haney is doing. Be a sponge. Floyd Mayweather, all this knowledge, just be a sponge and get as much work that you can with him. No chuckle house, no games, no jokes, no frolicking and, skipping around. Just get that good old fashioned work ethic. And that's what he's doing. So I appreciate that too from Devin because he's young. You don't always get this type of laser focus. It's tunnel vision with guys that are young, but you're getting it with Devin Haney. Definitely check for his career. See, Floyd like that because it's snappy. Floyd like that snap. He said, there we go. Snappy.
Kiss the look on you. Kiss the look on you. Every day ain't gonna be the same.
You got him punching with the combinations. Okay. You got him punching in between combinations. Okay.
Come back with the rain.
See, the opponent threw something. He threw two in there. Snuck that two in. Oh my God, he got Devin sneaking the two in. Look. That's why guys like Danny Garcia, well, he's slower, but he does this, so I give him props for it. He'll punch in between your combination. That's why Amir Khan got knocked out. Amir Khan jump in, each, and doing all that fast stuff. Danny was timing him and getting that down, And then when Khan jumped in, eesh, and tried to do all, he stayed too long trying to throw 6, 7, 8 punches or whatever because he has the speed. But literally, no, Danny Garcia was timing that. And he did that no-look hook, left hook or whatever. And Khan, eesh. Floyd is the master of that too. He'll let Cotto or Oscar De La Hoya seemingly have him on the ropes. He don't mind being there. Floyd is one of the greatest fighters off the ropes. This new generation, no disrespect to any young fighter, there is no young fighter that fight off the ropes like Floyd. I can't think of one person. Floyd is a that Maidana would knock people out. And his best chance was Floyd against the ropes. He did cool, but he was also having to do roughhouse. He's good there. Maidana made him work a bit more than other people, but Floyd, man, he's a master off the ropes. I will give props to Jamal Charlo. I watched his fight in Houston, Texas when he fought Brandon Adams, and I was surprised because I didn't really know he had that part of his game down, but he does. When he was fighting Brandon Adams, short, kind of crafty dude, wasn't really. I think he got to the level where he knew he wasn't going to win, so he wasn't taking no crazy chances, but he was trying to make it look like it. And Charlo was fighting off the ropes. Jamal Charlo was fighting off the ropes. And I thought that was beautiful, that he was fighting off the ropes. And he got the respect from Brandon Adams, and he would have his back against the rope, and he backed Brandon Adams off of the ropes. You know, Floyd, another masterful person at doing that. He could fight off the ropes and then come up off them ropes when he won. But Floyd, the difference with him, he's doing that with Cotto, De La Hoya, elite level names, you know, guys with bigger, guys with power, Victor Ortiz at the time, you know, stuff like that. So Floyd, beast. So that's the end of it. I wanted to make this video. Also sign up for ESPN Plus. They got a lot of content. Link in the description. Head over to Patreon. Become a Patreon member, YouTube channel member. You know, we having fun during this quarantine. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the reaction and kind of like really a film study. I wish I could do this more, but I can't do it with actual films and actual fights because I don't own those actual fights. But this is different. This is public domain, stuff like that. You know, so props to Devin Haney, props to Floyd Mayweather. Short session, you know, we don't get to see all the stuff, but I could just see from that little work, this is making Devin Haney a better fighter. Floyd, I think, is going to be a phenomenal trainer if he's really serious about it, and he's not just, you know, doing it to say he's doing it. Man, he's going to be a beast, and he learned from beasts. Floyd Sr., Jeff, Mayweather, and Roger. I mean, it is what it is. So that's definitely going to extend the Mayweather name beyond and beyond and beyond. Floyd's opening gyms. He already got money. So he's not, that's the thing I like. Floyd, he ain't got to do this. He don't need money. He don't have to, you know, do it. So it sounds like he's doing it from passion. Fair play to him. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Try to do something a little bit different. I've done stuff like this in the past, but I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling sharp. So let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. Signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.